Welcome to your weekly UAS news update, and we have 3 stories for you this week. Charges for a drone pilot allegedly interfering with a medical helicopter. The NASA ASRS report is possibly on the chop list, not a good thing. And then we have New York legislation that is going to restrict what drones can be purchased by state agencies. So let's get to it. First up, a 64-year-old drone operator in Orange County, Texas, has been charged with a misdemeanor for allegedly delaying a medical helicopter that was flying back in February. Now, according to the report, the incident happened when first responders were helping a 3-year-old child who had suffered cardiac arrest after near drowning. The medical helicopter had landed and they were supposed to be taking off again, but then they were delayed because the drone was flying directly above the helicopter about 50 to 100 feet right on top. Now, the drone pilot was identified, the device was confiscated, and now he faces charges of interfering with public duties, which is a Class B misdemeanor in Texas, and potentially leading to 180 days in jail and $2,000 in fine. Now, it's unknown right now if federal charges are also going to follow, but the FAA takes interfering with manned aircraft, especially those for emergency services, very seriously, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens next. Now, thankfully, the child did make a full recovery, so that's a good thing, but please don't be that guy, as always. Next up, this is really important for the entire aviation community, and I really mean this, and that includes drone pilots as well. We have until July 7th, that's just a few weeks away, to make comments on the value of 2 crucial voluntary safety reporting systems. The first one is the NASA ASRS report, the Aviation Safety Reporting System, and then the next one is not as well known, if you want, the confidential close call reporting system, the C3RS. The ASRS program, if you're not familiar with it, it helps pilots, controllers, mechanics, and a few others to make confidential reports directly to NASA, which is acting as an insulating party, if you want, so that the reports don't go directly to the FAA. Now, as a result, NASA is reporting on aviation safety issues in near real time, and that's, quite frankly, a great service. Now, the big advantage of the report from a pilot perspective is that the reporting person cannot be subject to FAA enforcement action if a regulation has been broken. That's, of course, if the action is inadvertent and if the report is made within 10 days. Now, AvWeb reports that a request for comment was published in the Federal Register back on May 5th. This review typically is somewhat routine under the Paperwork Reduction Act of 1995, but there are concerns at the moment that if insufficient support is being voiced, that these invaluable programs could be at risk. Now, as of June of 16, which is yesterday, there's only 19 comments that have been submitted. So what should you comment on? What should you say? I recommend reinforcing that NASA is indeed the correct agency to collect that data as a non-punitive third-party agency, and that the ASRS report is actually crucial to keeping track of different trends, safety trends in the industry, and that it should definitely not be eliminated. Now, we'll put a link in the description where you can put your comment. Please take a few minutes. It doesn't take very long. It's just kind of a quick comment to support the program as it is, and I think it truly matters, and it's going to really help the safety culture in this industry. And finally, in New York, Bill A2237/S3259 has passed the Assembly earlier this week. The bill would restrict what equipment can be purchased by state and local public safety departments. Now, this isn't specific to drones specifically, but it includes hardware, systems, devices, software, and other services. Now, waivers are available, but it quite frankly would be a lot better if public agencies did not need to have a waiver to purchase the best equipment for the specific job they're doing. Now, as of this recording, the bill has not passed into law just yet. It's going to go to the governor first for signature. So if you're in New York, please reach out to your senator's representative and contact the governor's office as well. You can go to the Drone Advocacy Alliance, DAA website, to find out more on how to do that, especially if you're in public safety. And then on Post-Flight this week, we're going to be talking about Renault, the French car manufacturer that has partnered with Parrot in order to build a dock that's going to go inside the vehicle. Also, we'll talk about Amazon that's starting to do deliveries in San Antonio. And Post-Flight, if you're not familiar, that's our weekly show where we dive deeper into the news update items. We have a bit more of an opinionated approach, some takes that would not make the cut in this one, and it's available in the premium community, so you can go to pilotinstitute.com/community to find out more. All right, that's it. That's all we have, and we'll see you on Monday for the live Q&A. And in the meantime, don't be that guy and fly safe.
But watch this. Watch my lips, but listen to Greg's voice.
Renault.
Exactly.
Renault.
Transporting drugs.
No, I was just going to say, let's go
They
ahead and
outed
transport
themselves?
drugs.
Yes. I actually filed one last week.
Oh, you did?
My first car was a number 2.
The number 2?
No.
A piece.
A number as well. Not a number 2.